Good morning, Brianna. How you doing today? I'm good. Doing all right. A little sluggish this morning, but gonna get through it. So, all right. So, down the pipe on the menu this morning, we're gonna be working on some shrimp and grits. So, quick, easy. You know what I mean? Then probably a little later on, I'm gonna do live again. I'm gonna be making some some sausage or Louisiana sausage, what we call boudin, with the crawfish, shrimp, and sausage. So then I'll be going live again later on, possibly figuring out what we're gonna do for dinner. So I'm thinking steak, but I don't know. I don't know. Probably do something quick and easy. So yeah. In the meantime, let me get this prep done real quick. Let me turn on this light. Hell yeah. So right now I'm in a, I don't want to say a frenzy, or I'm in a hustle, a scramble. Um, Everything I do, I need to make sure that I'm turning on this this camera, because um, YouTube is changing some things about getting monetized and all that other good stuff. So I don't want to say I'm in a scramble. I'm just, all honesty, it is what it is. I'm not doing it here for the money, but shit, every little bit helps. If I can get something from it, so be it. But they're supposed to be switching from 4,000 watch hours to 8,000 watch hours. So I'm behind the curve. So I gotta play catch up. You know what I mean? So already got the bell pepper. Regardless to the fact, got until February 1st. I think we should be all right. I'm sitting currently as subscribers, about 700 or so. In all honesty, just in the past couple weeks, I've picked up about 400, 300 of those subscribers. So, not too far off, But you know, still got a little work to do. Still got a little work to do, you know. $708. Okay, well, shit. Almost there. Why am I putting that up? So, if I continue to, like I say, turn on this doggone camera every chance I get, continue to be a little bit more consistent than I have been, I should be okay with the subscribers. Now I gotta get people to start watching the videos. I hear it, shit. Hey, if that works, that works. I'm with it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I sit here and I talk about this all the time with my wife. Like, you know, how in the hell some of these people got 250,000 followers, 250,000. I'm talking about 250,000, some 500,000. And man, the shit that these folks be doing on here, bro, is ridiculous, man. Like, they got this one guy. Now, I don't mean to be rude, and I don't know the man and wish him the best, but he just on here clicking his damn teeth. Like, he got these little false teeth, you know, up front and whatever, and he just face all the way in the freaking camera and just clicking damn teeth, man. And I'm like, and this sucker got thousands of people following. I'm like, how in the hell, how in the hell does this work, man? Do I gotta turn myself into something I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Just to, but I'm from the old school way, and I can hear my grandfather telling me right now, man, all money ain't good money, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, to each his own. But I just can't find myself, you know, bringing myself to do no shit like that. You know, he got it. He found his niche. You know what I mean? And he ain't the only one, but I'm surprised, man. Like, and like I said, I'm still new to this shit. Now, I don't pay no attention to it, but you can't help but to see it. You know what I mean? You can't help but to see it. All right, here we go. We're gonna work on the sauce first. Excuse me. And my sauce consists of just a few ingredients. First, starting off with some bacon. Y'all should be able to see that pretty good, right? Yeah, all right. All right, good deal. Good deal. All right, y'all. So y'all know me, cleaning up as I go. Getting ready to work on this sauce really quick for the grits, shrimp and grits. Super simple. I usually do it two ways, one or two ways. I usually would take some grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, quarter them, and I start blistering those with some garlic and all my peppers. I throw my bacon off up in there, let everything come together, and that pretty much will create a sauce. But since I don't have cherry tomatoes, I'm just going to start my sauce off with the bacon, use that fat, make a little brown gravy, you know what I'm saying, to add over with the sauteed shrimp. So cheese, I need milk. All right, folks, I got 16 people up in here and I only got one person talking. How we doing this morning? How's everybody? Right now, I'm just trying to render down some of that fat because we're going to use that fat to create our sauce. So, we working on it. We working on it. All right, so this bacon is pretty much where I need it to be. Um, about like that. If it was whole, it'll still have a little flex to it. But we're gonna drop in our veggies. That's just bell pepper and onion. Once that starts to sweat a little bit, I'm gonna add in the garlic. Let that cook down for a little bit. I'm just adding a little black pepper. Is that Ashley? Welcome in. Taisha, I hope I said that right. Forgive me if I didn't. Welcome in. All right. This right here is my gravy, aka my demi glaze. It's just dehydrated demi. Add water to it, blend it up, ready to go. A lot of flavor. I need some time. All right. All right, dehydrated time. I know everything might be backwards, but what we say? Monique, welcome in. I'd love to see keep his household clean. Appreciate it. Thank you. Just by watching it, right? Yeah. It's not for the faint of heart, you know what I mean? So you get calories just by watching it, you know? Hell yeah. Alright, y'all. Let's drop off a little bit of this garlic. That's about a full teaspoon of. Alright, Demi's going in. A little bit of extra water. We're gonna let that come that's going to thicken up pretty good. I added the extra water because there's a lot of starch in this demi, so it thickens up really, really, really fast. So extra water is going to loosen everything up. Then you get to season it to where you want it, and then when it reduces, that season is going to intensify a little bit more, you know. Bring that back up to a simmer. Then get this pot off, put another pot on. We're gonna work on our shrimp. Let me get this rolling, simmering first. Let's see what we cooking bizarre. I hope it's not bizarre from D12, bro. If so, I'm gonna give you that when you silly. But I'm working on shrimp and grits right now. A simple good morning would have been okay. You know what I mean? I was gonna do the smoked paprika, but this one that I have is pretty intense, so I think it's a little bit too heavy for the shrimp and grits. I'm only using this paprika right now. Like I said before, since I don't have my tomatoes, it's more of a color thing that I'm looking for. You know, the paprika is not going to change too much the flavor of it because I didn't add that much. Well, you got to. You got to. All right, since we got that rocking and rolling, we're gonna take that and put it over on the stove. Keep that nice and low. And we'll start working on our shrimp. All right, so I got my shrimp thawed. I just hit it with a little olive oil. So I told you I needed to make another batch of my house seasoning. Well, here's that batch. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna hit this shrimp with some house seasoning. Say, do you a cake? What kind of cake, man? I'm just spreading everything out right now just to make sure that each and every shrimp is hitting the surface. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them be. They're still holding on to a lot of liquid, so all that liquid's gonna release and everything's gonna start to get sticky and start to caramelize. Once that happens, then I'll flip them. Jeremy, what kind of cake, my man? Uh, Dominique, so right now I'm working on breakfast. It's only 10 right now. I'm working on shrimp and grits. Um, so I'm gonna do a Parmesan and white cheddar grit. I'm working on my shrimp right now, and I have my sauce that I'm gonna top the grits off with. After that, I'm gonna be working on some sausage. I'm making some sausage later on, a Louisiana sausage called boudin. With the rice, the meat, all that good stuff. So we're doing crawfish, shrimp, and sausage boudin. And I'm throwing the smoker, get that smoked out, and then just figure out what we're gonna be doing for dinner later on. So I'm gonna be active on the camera today. I need to, I got to try to get these watch hours up and get my subscribers up and all this other good stuff. So I'm after it. I'm after it right now. I now see, I you gonna ask me for my recipe on my house seasoning? You can make your own house. You can make your own house seasoning. You can make your own house seasoning. My house seasoning consists of pretty much you see up to now. That's, you know what I mean? It's all about seasoning, y'all. So, and I tell folks all the time, like, look, I season my seasonings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on. I got you. I got you. this up a little bit. Yep, yep. Shrimp and grits. Now shrimp and grits. We're doing little brunch. Working on the shrimp right now. Sauce is already made. I just turned it down on low. After we get these set aside, we're gonna work on the grits really quick. We're gonna plate. We're gonna eat. Then we're gonna start working on something else. I got my casings already soaked. I need to run water through them. Get ready to make some sausage after this. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Listen, so the crazy part about it, how the house seasoning came about, was we went to this. We used to live in California, and there was this chicken spot that some Asian folks had, and they made some damn good chicken, I'll tell you that much. But they had this seasoning. That they used to put on if you wanted it spicy. And I tried it for the first time and I was like, damn man, that's some damn good seasoning, you know. I used to always have it put it on, and I asked for some on the side, you know what I mean, so I could break it down and pull it apart, you know what I mean, and try to build my own. And that's actually how I started. I started breaking that seasoning down to everything I could taste, you know, and I wind up getting it. And I let my wife try. I was like, babe, I think I got it. She tried it. She was like, that's it. That's it. So from there, once I got it, I kept that recipe, and now I just grow it. I just add on things. I add on things. I take things off for certain dishes, you know. But yeah, just play around with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, one more thing. So there's this. I tell people all the time. I don't read recipes. I learn them. Um, there's this book called The Flavor Bible. Wait, hold on. So this book right here has been a go-to of mine for a long time. So it's called The Flavor Bible by Karen Page and Andrew Dorenberg. And this thing right here, Like, when I tell you any and every possible thing that you can think of cooking wise, ingredient, meat, protein, herb, spice, it's in this book. But the fun part about this book is it's not a recipe book. It is a flavor comparison. So if you were to look up, say you want to cook chicken, what it'll do is it'll pull up chicken, or you can go to chicken, and it'll give you all the flavor amenities that compare to chicken. Best things that work for chicken. Um, I've learned so much from this book, just playing around in the kitchen with this book. So you get a chance. It's inexpensive. It's anywhere from 12 to 20 bucks. Um, it's not a recipe book, but it's a really, really good book. If you're learning in the kitchen, you want to learn some new things, go here. This right here book allows you to play with your food. You know what I mean? I've had like 4 or 5 of these books, and every single one of them has grown legs and walked away. So I keep one on on reserve. You know, I need some more water. All right. All right. So, Hood, you looking for the food right now? Let's go to the food. Let's go see the food real quick. Right here, that's going to be our sauce. This right here just consists of bacon, garlic, onion, bell pepper, a little seasoning. Um, we have our shrimp already on reserve, ready to go. All right. So we good there. I need to back it up a little bit. All right. Yeah, so that book, y'all, when I tell you, man, that thing is I don't want to say a lifesaver. You just sit down and read it. And then all bullshit aside, you're gonna come to the point of like, damn, I didn't know that goes with that. You know? It works. It works. Let's see. I have to dump some of this water now. I think I made too much. All right. All right, we got 26 in here and I only got a few talking. What's happening, folks? How we doing this morning? Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new, if you're just popping in, we're working on shrimp and grits for breakfast or brunch. All right. Right now, pretty much have everything composed. I'm working on the water for my grits and getting ready to get those taken care of, and then we're gonna bring everything together. We're gonna plate right here. Okay. All right, if you haven't already, try to hit that like button, y'all. Try to keep it even kill across the board. Um, I appreciate y'all being in here with me this morning. Nothing too heavy, you know what I'm saying? We'll have to get some breakfast, some food in our system, and then we're gonna start working on making on some sausage. All right, so um, yeah, it's gonna be a full day, full day. I'm gonna be trying to get the watch hours in, get my subscribers up, try to get up to that 1,000 mark. I need to get up to that. I think it's 4,000 on the watch hours. So I'm new to all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to it. So I'm learning it as I go. But now I realize that I only have a short time to get to where I need. So you don't ever usually hear me say hit the like button, subscribe, and comment, but I just do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, good deal. Oh, the name of the book is The Flavor Bible. The Flavor. I know it may be backwards, but it's The Flavor Bible by Karen Page and Andrew Doran. Dorenberg, sorry. Okay. I think we here. I gotta drop the temp on this. So, controversy, discussion, topic. All right. How many of y'all in here grew up savory grits, plain grits, or sweet grits? What you got? I do some work at the computer. I just made some BLTs with avocado, onion. Oh, that's what's up. Thank you for just tuning in and listening and watching. Hey, that helps. You know what I mean? Good morning, Miss Kendra. How we doing? Working on some shrimp and grits right now. Well, I mean, I wish you could have some too, but you can watch me eat them. Sorry. Let me turn this one down. Say I grew up sweet grits and I prefer savory now. I'm not mad at either. You know what? That's funny. I did too. I grew up with sugar, regular white cane sugar, or brown sugar, butter, a little pepper. I grew up like that. But then again, you know, the elders, they preferred it to be with salt and pepper and butter with the eggs, whatever, whatnot. So I grew up with the sweet, but right now I'm preferring savory. But I'm doing it a little bit more elevated. You know what I mean? More or less polenta style. You know? So, all right, my grits are where I want them to be. They're going to tighten up on me pretty quick. So, I'm going to hit with just a little bit of this garlic juice and just a little bit of garlic. My butter was already in there. in my water, so no need to put no more unless that's what you want. That's what you want to do. Right now, I am just tearing some white cheddar. And I am going to throw a little bit of shaved Parmesan in there. All right. Get some black pepper. All right, get that out the way. Shit. Yeah. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay. Clean up. Get ready to plate real quick. I don't have any fresh parsley, so don't crucify me about it, y'all. All right. All right, here we go. Got a lot going on. I'm missing out on the chat. Never had grits like that, but sounds good, right? Let's see what else I miss. Okay, Miss Kendra still wants some. All right. Garlic with just about everything for me, please. I'm with you on that. I love damn garlic, man. Oh yeah. All right, so here we go. Can y'all see? Hold on. Try to get it to where y'all can see everything. The grit's still soft, creamy. All right. Y'all, I got damn spoons for everything, so sauce spoons. Look, you got your tools, you use them. You know what I mean? All right, y'all, let's get this plated up real quick. Lord, that woman, she gonna fuss at me because listen, the shit is spreading. You know what I'm saying? And she be like, why you giving so much food? And it's like, damn, I only gave you a little bit. Try to keep everything center. It's gonna move the way it want to move regardless. You know what I mean? So, all right, all right. Sauce. In the sauce, I have bacon, bell peppers, onion, garlic. I made a little demi glaze, so like a little gravy for it. And for the color, it's just for the color, I added in some paprika because typically I would have some blistered tomatoes or cherry tomatoes in it for the color, but I didn't have any, so I'm making do. All right, sauce. All right, shrimp. Just a little nest on right on top. Um, my preference when it comes down to the shrimp and grits, I really, really like my shrimp fried for my grits because everything else is loose. You know what I mean? Um, and but it's just a texture contrast for me. So, man, I would do fresh. I don't have fresh. It is what it is. All right. All right, y'all. Quick and easy. Shrimp and grit. Okay. Just say use the rest of the shrimp. All right. Look. I'm gonna put them right here. You. Oh shit. Miss Kennedy say, "Boy, you better not leave them damn shrimp alone." Yeah. All right. So, shrimp and grits, quick and easy. I mean, we've been on here for what, 50, 56, about an hour. I would have been done with this shit a hell of a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let me get this up to mama. I'll be back down. We have a little breakfast. I'm gonna go through my little quick cleaning session, and then we're gonna get into making making these sausages. So if you just coming in, just tuning in, finished up with the shrimp and grits. I'm getting ready to do some shrimps, crawfish, and sausage boudin. Okay, I'm making links. Get those made, get those prepped, ready to go. I'm possibly gonna smoke them later on, you know. And then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. So I gotta keep this fucking camera on, y'all. I got to. So I'm keeping it on, okay? Um, yeah. Welcome in, Kenya. Yeah, we working it out. Let me get this up to mama real quick, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, I'll be right back. Yes. You say what? Thank you. All right. Okay. Where we at? All right.